The Highland Park girls were seeking back-to-back state titles in Class 4A here at the UIL State Swimming and Diving Championships, but Alamo Heights had other ideas, not to mention the fact that Stratford was going for back-to-back titles on the boys' side, but there was a new boys champion at the end of the day as well. Here are the highlights. The Austin Vandergrift girls excited the Capital City crowd with a victory in the 200 medley relay in a time of 1:47.63, while Humble Kingwood Park took home gold on the boys' side in that event with a time of 1:36.06. The 200-yard freestyle belonged to Haley Yell of Mansfield Legacy in a time of 1:48.77. The top honors on the boys' side belonged to Braden Seal of Frisco Wakeland, who was just getting started with his victory in the 200-yard free in a time of 1:38.24. The 200-yard individual medley highlighted the other two top performers as Destiny Nelson of Prosper put up a record time of 2:59, while Carter Wallace of Angleton earned gold on the boys' side with a time of 1:51.68. Kate Boyer of defending champion Dallas Highland Park won the 50-yard freestyle in a time of 23:44, while Corpus Christi Flower Bluff's Anthony Hoglam earned gold in a time of 20:94. El Paso High's Victoria Garcia won the 100-yard butterfly in a time of 56:99, while Texarkana Texas High School standout Chris Radomski earned gold in a time of 49:84. A new Class 4A state record in the 100-yard freestyle was set as Boyer once again earned gold in a time of 50.85, eclipsing Skylar Smith's state record of 50.90 out of Richmond Foster. Angleton's Wallace made it 2 golds when he won the 100-yard freestyle in a time of 45.57.
Came in, seated first in both my events, and tried to defend that as best as I could. It's a sad and a good day. You know, sad that it is my last high school swim, and I just tried to come out and do the best I could.
Jessica Sloan of Magnolia West shaved off nearly 5 seconds off her seed time in the 500-yard free, while Braden Seal helped guide Frisco Wakeland to the boys' state championship with a 4A record in the 500 free with a time of 4:25.71. Wakeland added a 400 freestyle relay title to cap it off in style with a time of 3:09.46.
And it's going to be Wakeland in lane 4. So Frisco Wakeland, your state champions on the boys' side, and they do it in style. You like to go out on top and win that 400-yard freestyle, and they do just that. What a meet for Frisco Wakeland. They've got a strong team, no question about it.
The Alamo Heights girls were equally impressive as they picked up 40 huge points in the 200-yard freestyle relay in a 4A state record time of 1:36.39, just ahead of the Highland Park record set in 2012. The Lady Mules of Alamo Heights also added a 400-yard freestyle relay title to cap off their record day.
The reason we're doing this is because it's fun and because we're enjoying ourselves, and personally, and we're a team.
Freshman Sine Skribic of Alamo Heights scored 457 points and won the 1-meter diving event, while her senior brother Finn Skribic became only the second diver in the history of the UIL to win 4 consecutive state titles in 1-meter diving. It was a great day to be an Alamo Heights Mule.
The swim program at Heights is great. Last year we had a great coach, Mel Alec, and this year we have even a better coach, Don Walker. They're both great coaches and definitely make this team who they are.
Other notables include Corpus Christi Flower Bluff winning the 200-yard freestyle relay in a time of 1:25.98. Prosper's Destiny Nelson capped off a huge day by breaking her own state record set in prelims with a time of 54.93 in the 100-yard backstroke. Everett Mallman of Brenham took home gold in the boys 100 back in a time of 51.69, and Samantha Bassman of Vandergrift won the 100-yard breaststroke in a time of 1:04.96, while Tomball's Trevor Strong was equally as strong on the boys' side in the 100-yard breast.
San Antonio Alamo Heights, your champions in Class 4A on the girls' side. Congratulations to them. They win the gold, 202 points.
Yeah, and congratulations to their new coach, Dr. Don Walker. He's done an outstanding job with them. That 500,000 yards of swimming this year, there it is up on the blocks.
Frisco finishes second with the silver medal. Houston Stratford will take the bronze in third. That's the girls. On the boys' side in Class 4A, Frisco Wakeland takes the gold. Friendswood with the silver, Humble Kingwood Park with the bronze.
In Class 5A, the South Lake Carroll girls were trying to make it 3 consecutive state championships, while the South Lake Carroll boys were trying to make it 4 in a row. Guess what? No team has ever won back-to-back-to-back state titles in both boys and girls. Let's check out the highlights of Class 5A. The 200-yard medley relay was a foreshadowing of things to come. The Austin Westlake girls were led by Alyssa Woltmath, Catriona McGregor, Victoria Edwards, and Maggie Taylor, who took gold in a time of 1:45.29. The Southlake Carroll boys also earned 40 points, led by Jonathan Roberts, Austin Arks, Gus Perot, and Chris Coldy, as they took home the 200-yard medley in a time of 1:34.93. Alexandra Busher of Houston Memorial won the 200-yard free in a time of 1:47.78, just ahead of Austin High's Lane Reed. Leonardo Sanchez of El Paso Eastwood proved his prelim was no fluke, winning a rare gold medal for the Sun City in a time of 1:38.33. Lori Norman of Keller won the 200-yard individual medley in a time of 2:01.73, just ahead of Emily Gibson from Southlake Carroll. Meanwhile, the boys 200 IM went to Rockwall Heath's Jared Butler in a time of 1:47.53, over 3 seconds ahead of second-place finisher Aaron Moran of Northside Brandeis. Humble Kingwood's Lexi Lupton had a great state meet as the junior won the 50 free in a time of 23:02 over Raina Eldridge of Rockwall.
In the 50, it's really anybody's race because you have to have the perfect start, the perfect turn, and the perfect finish. And the slightest mistake can cost you the race since it's so short.
Robert Slaughter of Klein won the boys' 50-yard free in a time of 20:61, just ahead of Luke Mankus of Keller. Westlake's Victoria Edwards surfaced on top of the girls' 100-yard butterfly in a time of 53.99, just ahead of Emily Gibson of Southlake Carroll. The boys' 100-yard fly went to Bryant's Harrison Jones in a time of 48.76 for 20 points in event 12. Kingwood's Lexi Lupton took the 100-yard free in a time of 50.23 over Alexandra Busher of Houston Memorial, while Aaron Bryce of the San Antonio Northside Brandeis boys won the 100-yard free in a time of 45.12. Sammy Hashbarger of McKinney won the 500-yard free in a time of 4:50.34. While perhaps the most valuable swimmer in 5A, Jonathan Roberts of Southlake Carroll set the state record in the 500 free in a time of 4:16.90, surpassing former Austin Bowie's Michael Klee by nearly 3 seconds.
Definitely my main primary goal going into it was winning, but so I could get some points up for the team. But just getting that record was just an icing on the cake, and I'm just blessed and fortunate to have that opportunity and just such a great team, so I'm very happy with that.
The Humble Atascocita girls won the 200-yard free in a time of 1:36.14, just ahead of Keller and Westlake, who also medaled. Northside Brandeis was led by Tommy Irvin as the Broncos won the 200-yard freestyle relay in a time of 1:24.79. Lauren Norman kept Keller on top for most of the day as her time of 54.44 was slightly better than Westlake's Victoria Edwards. Southlake Carroll's Jonathan Roberts continued his dominance with a 2-second victory in the 100-yard backstroke. The 100-yard breaststroke was a dead heat for gold as Lindsay Chabet of Katy Seven Lakes tied Marian Yershijan of San Antonio Northside Health Careers in a time of 1:03.82. Meanwhile, Miggs Martin of Northside Taft won the boys' 100-yard breaststroke in a time of 56.04, just ahead of Ryan Sorensen of the Woodlands. Cy-Fair's Ashlyn Peters was the only 5A girls diver to eclipse 500 points, taking gold, while San Antonio went 1-2 on the boys' side in diving as Northside Marshall's Christopher Law finished with 544 points, just ahead of Reagan's Nathan Gonzalez. Nate Hernandez of Southlake Carroll finished third. The girls' state meet would literally come down to the final event, the 400-yard freestyle relay, as Westlake finished fifth, which was good enough to hold on for the state title by 1 point, 160-159 over Southlake Carroll, who won the final event in a time of 3:28.61. But the Lady Shaps earned their third state championship in the last 8 seasons for first-year head coach Eric Capalupo.
We knew going into the 400 free relay for the girls that they had to finish 5th or better to beat Southlake Carroll. They were 7th at some point during that race, and then it finally, right at the last second, our anchor, touched out and got 5th place. So we knew that we at least beat them. We didn't know we were first place at that point.
Coach Cap told us after we warmed down, I was so shocked. I can't imagine the feeling right now. I was going in just hoping to be on the podium, and now the fact winning state my senior year is unbelievable.
The competition was really close and the standings were changing constantly throughout the meet, so everyone knew when they stepped behind the blocks that every point counted. We all worked really hard, and I think we were all really excited in how it turned out.
I'm very proud of them. I'm proud of this team. There's a lot of legacy here. a lot of traditions, and we just want to continue with that.
The Klein boys won the 400-yard freestyle relay in a time of 3:03.91 to wrap up the 5A event. In the end, the South Lake Carroll boys made it 4 straight titles, which made their coach very proud.
It was the most exciting state meet I've been to. We've won some other state championships, but they were more like safe state championships. The girls did a great job. The boys took care of their business.
In Austin, Jeff Power, Max Prep Sports, your leader in online high school sports content.